All right, let's talk about the content and its functionality. So these are the different types of online exercises. And even though I've given a long list here, this is really only a sampling of the kinds of things that are available. Some of them are available in all books, and some of them are just in some books. But let me talk about a few of them. The listening exercises and the vocabulary and verb conjugations. These click and listen audio files are very easy to click through, and then students receive credit for having listened to them. There's also listening exercises where they listen and select an answer for multiple choice. The videos are all streaming, and for the video dictation, starting with part 1, is it, Kristen? Or is it part 2? It starts with, okay, starts with Alif-Ba. I'm all about part 2 these days. There's writing and typing and writing out by hand in the case of Alif-Ba, your dictations. There's drag and drop and multiple choice sentence fill-ins and ordering. Paula, you had a question?
No, one thing I realized I wanted to ask you about, there's no way, if they want to type in Arabic, there's no like thing that pops up that would enable them to just like click on the Arabic letters like
Correct.
other websites I've seen.
Right, we do not have an Arabic keyboard that pops up. The reason is there will not be one. And the reason is that if we were to have that, it would be so unwieldy to try to include all of the characters that they need and the short vowels. It would be very frustrating for students. So what we encourage is for you to spend a little bit of time in class and explain to them how to set up their computers. I have found, just in talking with various students, mostly at Georgetown, they are excited to learn how to type in Arabic. Why? They can go on the web themselves. They can look up videos. They can do research. It really opens up their world. So I think this is a good feature to have. There's also ordering online exercises where you put things in the right sentence order, vocabulary, picture word matching, and Alif-Ba. And then as we get more into engaging at the sentence level, sentence writing and completion, and typing completion of verb charts. And another part that I've already mentioned before is the recording the pronunciation for teacher review, which is a really great thing to have. So this is what the students see. This is the book online. As you'll see, we've got a nice toolbar up at the top. It's different from the teacher workstation, but it includes links to the exercises, all of the videos for the alphabet, which we thought would be important to go back and review from time to time, all the videos for the writing and the signs that appear throughout the book as well. And then the Arabic-English and English-Arabic glossaries are both searchable online. Again, bringing in that typing element, which I think is going to be very helpful for students as they move on. Once you click on the units on the right-hand side on the menu, they will expand, and you will see all of the items that are in that unit and select from, you can select from them. This is one example in Unit 4 of listening exercises. You click and you listen to it. It turns green. When you finish, you get a nice little check mark saying that you have done it. And you can listen as many times as you want by clicking the Start Over button at the very bottom. Here's a click and listen multiple choice where you listen, you find out whether you hear Hamza or not, and you select yes or no. If you are right, you get a little green check mark there, and you also hear bravo or mumtaz or something wonderful like that and congratulatory. That's how it looks. The vocabulary lists are similar to what's in the book, and they are all clickable here. In this case, to follow along with the intentions of the authors, in order to receive that check mark, you have to listen to all of the Fusha and all of one of the dialects. But it doesn't have to be both dialects, so the choice is up to you and your students. Here's an example of one of the videos. So you would click on whichever video you wanted to watch, and in the case of Alif-Ba, it pops up in a new window, and you can watch it as it moves through. In the case of Part 1 and Part 2, the video player is a little different. It's embedded, and it looks more like this. Here's an example of the vocabulary matching. And this one's pretty fun. It's more like a game, and it doesn't really translate to the book. So in this case, the vocabulary matching is an online-only exercise. What happens is they click on the little orange button at the top there, they listen to their phrase, such as green bus or warm bread, and they select the appropriate picture, and then it will reorder the pictures, and they will click on the audio and listen to a new phrase. So it's kind of more game-like in that way. In part one, you get into more sentence types of drills, and this is a drag and drop. They drag from the menu up above the appropriate word into the sentence, and it, oops, I don't have that screenshot. It will connect to the words around it. It will, as you see the green items above, the green words, that is after you've dropped it in, it will turn green and will connect to anything that's around it. I'm very proud of that part because it took a lot on the programmer's efforts to make that work and to work well. In terms of the typing, here's an example of the typing. They type right into the box, and once they've typed out of the box, you'll see in orange, it will again connect with anything that needs to connect with, and it will appear there so they can see what are the things that they've answered. For these kinds of drills, they submit their answers, and they will be shown a page of sample answers, so they can see that they're going to get this marked correct or incorrect. But it's up to the teacher, because it's typing, to validate that. And that was important because there are some words that you may teach in your classroom that are not in the book, but you would accept as an okay answer, or you may wish to give them partial credit for including some of the short vowels, but missing one or two. Here's the recording option. They read the passage, and all they need is a microphone. And then once they've recorded it and they're happy with it, they can listen to it again, and then they can submit it to their instructor. All right, moving on to the fun part, which is the activities that you can create on your own. And I only have one sample here. And one reason I only have one sample is there's just not a lot. So I figure there's a lot of teachers that don't know that they can do this. There are a bunch of templates that are readily available, not just quizzes and multiple choice, but there are more game-like templates that are also available for you to use. And this one here is flashcards. You are welcome to use them, and once you do, it will become part of your course. And students, when they get graded, say from the quiz, or you could even do a little test right there online, the grades would appear in your grade book next to everything else that is in here. Please. Good question. You go back to your dashboard and you see my tools here. It says create a quiz. If you click on create a quiz, you'll be taken to a screen, and I'm sorry that I don't have a screenshot to show you. My internet connection completely petered out. But you are given an option of, I think, maybe 15 different activity types that you can use, and you select between all of those, and then you input your text in the template. It's pretty easy and very, very self-explanatory if you're used to using any online forms. It'll look like an online form, so it should be pretty easy to use. And if you have any questions about that, again, technical support is the best place for you to go. If it doesn't show up, if it doesn't work right, and I hear about that, I get reports, so I'm always grateful for your feedback. Once again, all you need to get started is the Teacher's Edition, and you can go to our website and get the ISBNs that you need. And then for desk or examination copies, you're welcome to come to our booth here at Mesa and bring one home with you, or have one sent to your home or office. You can also go online and request them at any time. And if there are any questions, I'm happy to take any questions, or you can always email me or give me a call. Thanks.